where were you before you got on board with me? But where were you before you signed up for training? What was it like?
Well, about a year ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune thyroid disease, Hashimoto's. I had previously competed in one figure competition and didn't do so well, and rebounded pretty hard, and put on some weight, and was just really overtraining and spending a whole lot of time in the gym. Felt like I was really spinning my wheels. I was very frustrated and confused about what to do. There's so much information out there. I just didn't really even know where to start. I'd always followed Wet Wolf's articles for years, and had followed his Facebook page, so I knew he was an asshole. I knew exactly what I was getting into. And I sent him an email, and actually it started, I saw a video of the bikini figure program of a dear friend of mine that he had posted on his Facebook page, and sent her a message and asked her about his programs, and she confirmed to me exactly what I wanted to hear, and my gut feeling that it was totally worth it. And so I immediately signed up. And
now, which program did you actually start with? A lot of people probably want to know that.
I started with the OMEP, the Oscillating Macronutrient Eating Program.
And it's basically a customized eating program, right, that is for anybody, whether you're a housewife, a figure competitor, or a student athlete, or wherever you are in life. It's a starting point.
Right, right, which is exactly what I needed. I really had to focus on finding some balance. And Jeff, that when I filled out my evaluation, the first thing he told me was that I was going to have to take one step backward to take a couple steps forward, which is exactly what I did. My training time the first month that I was on the program was cut by 80%. It was so hard. People really doubted me. I actually remember somebody making the comment that if I thought I was going to make progress going to the gym 3 days a week, that I was crazy. And they were ensuring me that I should be in the gym 6 days a week and going at it a couple hours a day. And I can assure you that where I was at that point in my life, that certainly wasn't.
Well, let me ask you a question, Candace, and that's a great point. How you said people, they kind of mocked you, or they doubted how in the world can you reduce your gym time by 60, maybe even 80%, and eat more food and burn fat. How is that? There's no way that's possible. How is that possible? And looking back on it, what would you tell them now? How is that possible? Why do you think you were able to still burn fat? In fact, what kind of results did you make on your first month?
My first month, my waist went from over 32 inches to 29 inches. I lost 3 inches off my waist.
Which is huge.
First month, and that was working out 3 days a week, cutting my gym time by 80%.
Now,
eating 3 times more food than I was used to.
Why do you think? How did that work? Why were you able to eat more food, exercise less, and still burn fat?
Well, 2 things. The quality of the foods. The foods was customized for me. It was what I needed. It was based on my preferences, what foods I liked. I was always full, so I never craved junk food. And then also because the shorter amount of time that I was in the gym, I was doing quality exercises. The intensity was there, and the quality of the training was far superior than anything that I'd ever done before. So I continued on that month with amazing progress, losing over 3 inches off my waist the first month. And then I decided, okay, maybe I can do this. Got a little more confident and I actually made the mistake of asking him how long it would take me to do another figure competition, because I had really felt the need to redeem myself at that point, because I felt like so many people were doubting me, and so many girls in my gym were getting ready for a contest, and I was so almost felt mocked. And I asked him how long it would take me, and he told me 24 weeks, and I about hit the floor. I thought, oh my gosh, am I that pathetic? but now I see why it was, his plan for me long term was to really heal my body and to do it the correct way this time. And I'm approaching my third competition this year, which is it's the big one that I really, really want, and it's been safe, and there's been no rebounds at all, and even between my show last Saturday and today, it's a Thursday, I've made so much progress this week that it's insane.
You made a great point on having no rebounds this time. Why do you think you didn't have a pernicious jailbreak binge like a lot of girls do post-competition, and then the week after and the week after? And we've both seen a lot of females, and men too, but we'll stick with females here, after the show, 2 weeks after the show, they weigh 18 pounds more, or 12 pounds more, or 9 pounds more. Why do you think that didn't happen with you?
I think a couple different things. Number one, I wanted it so bad. I wanted to move forward, and it's always about getting better and only taking steps to healthier choices. And number two, I went into each show having a plan for what was next, and having you on board with my goals and what was next for me. And it was hard to not go out and eat pizza after my show, but I know that was only gonna hurt me. It wasn't worth the long term. It wasn't worth it to me.
And I see this a lot on Facebook. There's so many, and a lot of these women look great. They have awesome bodies. They might even be figure champions, fitness champions, pro figure, whatever they are. And a lot of people on their Facebook pages say, just work hard, never give up the dream, keep working hard. And we both know, I don't think I've ever worked with anyone that worked as hard as you. But I think you'll agree, and a lot of people need to hear this.
You have to work smart.
You got to work smart. You got to have the right what?
Map.
Exactly.
You got to have the right tools to get where you want to be, and no cookie cutter programs. No, there's no one shoe fits all, one size fits all in this. It's all about.
You got to have the right direction.
You got to have the right, exactly. You got to have the right roadmap, and
no matter how hard you run, you'll never see a sunset running east. No matter how hard you run.
Yeah.
So what kind of this far since you've been on the program, what are your basic totals? Just your basic stats and the improvement you've made over this, I guess, 9-10 month period.
I've put on about 7 pounds of muscle, and I've probably lost around 41 pounds of fat. My waist is 25 3/4 inch now, as opposed to 32 inches, so it's pretty crazy. It's been a journey that I have taken so much away, and I'm nowhere near finished with it, and we're just now getting started and letting fun really begin. And I've gained so much learning just about life, about my body, about finding balance, and about being healthy, and overcoming autoimmune disease. And
what do you think the biggest thing, that you had the right direction, you had the map, and even with the right map, it's sometimes or oftentimes still hard to push forward, even with the right game plan. Mm-hmm. What do you think? What one key point motivated you, made you burn and push forward and fight through the early mornings, that last rep, that last sprint, that last 10 minutes on the treadmill, or whatever the exercise was? What do you think your greatest motivation was that fueled you emotionally and mentally to follow that program and to follow your map?
I had a mental image of what I wanted to look like, that's been embedded in my mind, and I have not lost sight of that. And when I look at myself now, I envision that, and just where I want to be, and don't let anything come in between that. And the positive thinking, and not associating I'm tired, and I work 12, 14-hour shifts. So if you believe that it can happen, that's the key. Just knowing that in your mind, if you say yes, you can, then you can. And if you say no, you can't, then you can't. And all those mornings that I had to get up at, before my 12-hour shift started, I told myself, yes, I can. And that yes, I can turned into yes, I did. And that's pretty much where we're at now.